What an incredible powerhouse Bianca Olthoff is. And I'm so grateful for GLS Sunday because it's just a snapshot into what incredible content we received on Friday. I love her call to lead. I love the fact that she used Gideon as an example. And hey, I want to encourage you as you're leading online this morning, please, I've got some thoughts of Amber and Cath in just a moment, but I'd love you to share what God's saying to you through this message, share your call to lead, share your inadequacies. Let us know what God's saying to you online this morning as we start to wrap up what's been an incredible Sunday in church. Also, two things, please. We'd love to connect with you. If you're out there online and you haven't connected with us, you're not receiving our newsletter, you would like some prayer, you'd like to share some stories, what God's doing in your heart, please let us know. You can scan the little QR code at the bottom of the screen right now. It'll take you to all those platforms to do so. And if you're one of those generous guys that give online week in and week out, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for helping us build the most incredible church here on the North Coast, which is reaching so many people far and wide. And we'd love you to continue to do so. QR code's where it's at as well. You can jump on there and you can snap that code. Zapper, EFT, many ways to give in the life of our church. So thank you once again for your generosity. Ams and Cath, great to have you with me on the wrap this morning.
Good morning. So good to be here.
It's great to have you, yeah. There we go. Come on.
Great.
I just got my corgis downstairs, yeah?
Your corgis under the table. Alrighty. So, an amazing morning in church, and not just an amazing morning, also an incredible day on Friday. So much leadership content, and there's almost too much on a Friday that you have to take in. So it's always great to catch a second watch or listen of some of these talks, just to actually download some of the content and make sure that we are using it actionable leadership. And I wanted to grab your guys' thoughts on Bianca Olthoff's talk this morning. Amos, maybe we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Anything that really jumped out, spoke to you?
I think what I found with her is, for me, her spirit does half of her preaching. Yeah. Just the fire she carries, to be honest. I love that. That was honestly a highlight, is who she is. Yeah.
Mexican.
Mexican. Mexican and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Jewish.
Honestly, whatever she's having, I want it. Give me that coffee.
Come on.
But it's actually funny. I was sitting at the Reg table on Friday and had a conversation with Candace Henwood, and God just spoke to me in a moment, and something she said about guarding your zeal. And then that kind of it sat there the whole day, and then Bianca came on, and it's like, that's it. Yeah. Like, that's it. I think that's half of leadership. That's half of choosing to lead.
100%.
Because let's be honest, life can be a wet blanket on the fire
exactly right.
that God's put in your heart. And half of watching her was saying, like the highlight of that was, wow, what a fire.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's amazing that as well. That's what Paul speaks about. It says, hey, arrive with zeal in your hearts, because... no one likes a flat leader. Let's be honest.
And guard the good deposit.
So good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cath?
I think she's a powerhouse of notes. And as I was saying to you now, I was pumped because I have come across her before with Christine Kane. And there was like a podcast series I used to listen to with her. And she was a powerhouse then. And Christine would always refer to her in her high heels and stilettos. And she rocked those things.
Yeah.
Wow.
So personality-wise, she's bold.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I loved it. Like she said, the most unqualified of unqualified as a kid.
Yeah.
And how she just always found herself in spaces of leading, despite the fact that she was the least out of all the statistics likely to be leading or chosen to lead, and yet God did pick her. So I love her message of unqualified.
It's so good. Never disqualify yourself just because of your past. I think that story just shouts at that. As a 12-year-old girl, she had in her mind, no chance of leading, but one small, bold prayer changed everything. And I love when we all had a chuckle, and she's like, that's fine, just don't laugh at the big bold prayers of a little girl.
Children.
So 1%.
It's actually funny.
Yeah, exactly. Please, God. Yeah. I'm going to go. I'm hoping I'm a little 1% Jewish as well. I want to go just check my... I know
you had a yarmulke this morning.
Hey, you can laugh, but don't mock my bold prayers.
Don't mock the prayers.
That's amazing. I love the story of Gideon. Is just one that gets me every single time. I love an unqualified man in an inconvenient time.
Hiding in the wine press. A few people hide in the wine press over COVID.
Gideon, I'd say there's still people hiding in the wine press with COVID. And you know what the challenge is that there's some incredible leaders hiding in the wine press. Yeah. And I think our role as leaders within an organization, within the church, is actually go find those people and call it out of them.
I love that.
So what does it look like for us to find leaders that are hiding
Yeah.
It's so
And
funny.
encourage
You
them to
can
lead.
watch those messages and you're like, yes, I am the hidden one. And then it's like, no, who are
Maybe
you looking
not.
for? Like you
Yeah.
look for the hiding
Yeah,
ones.
Go find the hidden one.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, it's true, Lord. Reveal me. Platform me.
yeah.
Oh no.
No, just go find the hidden one.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it's so good.
Yeah, so that's and that's, to be honest, that's what I'm taking into Monday. I'm going to try
That's
and
awesome.
find the hidden people. There's so many, and you know when they stand out is when they sacrificially serve.
Yeah.
And
So good.
a picture of that on Friday, just so many guys sacrificially
Yeah.
serving in the background. And I'm sitting there going, man,
So
there
good.
are a bunch of leaders hiding in a wine press, right in our organization, right in your organization. How do we actually find them, call it out of them, and trust God that they'll choose to lead?
Yeah, I think also what she said there is it's very rarely convenient and also generally in chaos. So if you're waiting for the stars to line up, it's not going to happen. It's those who choose to lead when it is chaotic and it is
Yeah.
inconvenient and very inconvenient.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, I love it because I think it does remind me, and I don't know the scripture, but where God says, you know, like with Paul, where you are weak, I am strong.
Yeah.
And so if you think you got it all worked out,
Yeah.
you know, you probably don't.
Yeah, you don't. We always laugh. We always say,
Yeah.
like, at 26, I knew everything. At 36, I started learning everything. It's like,
And at 46, you realize you know nothing. Jesus, please.
yeah, help
you,
me.
Jesus.
And that's actually not a joke.
I got
It's truth.
It is so true.
Yeah.
I got a very common 2-word prayer. It's help me. It's like,
Amen.
Lord, help me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, it's
But
amazing.
you know, the other thing as well is leaving a legacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
so
what
good.
she said to those men and the woman is like, even if you've made mistakes,
Yeah.
it's actually not so much about you. It's how do you want to see a picture for your kids.
Yeah.
And having said that, voting day tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
You have to
Shameless
vote.
plug.
I'm
Makes it-
sorry.
yeah.
I'm going to be honest here. If you don't vote, you're still voting. Please.
Exactly.
There's so many people I've seen, and this is not a judgment. It's just a statement.
Yeah.
You can't moan if you're not going to participate.
All going away for the long weekend.
There she is, Madam
No,
Secretary.
be
Don't
serious.
go. No,
You
agree, but
can't.
so am I. Everyone's stuck away for us.
17 people,
Oh, awesome. Long weekend.
17 million people voted and 18 chose not to.
Yeah.
Guys.
I don't care who you vote
Madam
for. Just get out
Secretary
there
will
and vote.
find you.
You can have a say.
Yeah.
You can have a say of the
Please,
next generation.
please vote,
So
'cause
please
my
just
kids
make
are
sure you
here.
get exactly right. So am I.
Don't have a plan B.
No.
This has to work.
It has to work. This is it.
Come on.
And with God, it will work.
It will,
Amen.
absolutely. And I love that statement. She said, when leadership chooses you, you choose leadership because
Yeah.
it's not because of you, it's for the next generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are on the line. So we need to make decisions as leaders in our nation
Amen.
to make sure that our next generation are taken care of.
Her dad was in prison twice for minor dyspnea. Minor. Maybe just a drug
I know a
bust.
few guys that have.
And
Is
look
it you,
how his-
Dubs? Is it you?
Look how his
I just did a
his
one-nighter.
thing ended.
Anyway,
Okay, we're not asking for
amazing.
disclosure yet.
Tell us
That's
more.
it was
it's
pre.
all
It was
good.
pre-salvation and sanctification and all the things.
How many countless
is amazing.
lives are affected by your leadership? Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
good.
many,
Right?
Yeah.
so many.
It's beautiful.
How
Could
many?
be.
Yeah. Ams, what are you taking into Monday?
I think I'm just taking that thought of guarding my zeal, guarding that fire that God's put in me. There's in a few like pivotal moments I've taken sticky notes and I've often put them up on my cupboard and I don't read them for a while, but every now and again and they catch my eye and I read them and I go, whoa, that's someone with passion. And then I reminded that it's me and that God put that fire in me and he calls me to guard it. Like 2 Timothy says, guard the good deposit with the help of the Holy Spirit. So I'm praying the prayer of God fan the flame.
So
Like,
good.
I don't have the energy often to fan the flame. I don't, but you can.
Come on.
And like you said, it's for the next generation. Like, and I think a lot of that is reminding myself that God, like you did not choose me. John 15, I chose you. God
Correct.
chose you, and He appointed you to bear fruit that will last. It's for the next generation.
So good.
So yeah, that's me.
God your zeal.
Yeah,
Come on.
Very good.
amen.
Cath?
Just say yes. It's probably not going to feel like you're qualified, equipped, pumped for it, or that it's at all convenient. But
So
if you
good.
just say yes to where God has you right now and lead, like He'll do the rest.
That's
Yeah,
And
right.
it's not
follow you
flippant,
anywhere.
it's true. Not to say that's going to be easy either.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
Plenty
easy.
times you say,
It's so funny because someone once said as well, if you want to be liked, don't become a leader. Go sell ice creams.
Or do anything.
because it's true. Leadership
why you do it.
leadership is hard, but leadership is a choice, and God chose
Yeah.
you first, so you
Yeah.
just got to say yes and choose to lead because the next generation depends on it. Their
Come
lives
on.
depend on it, both here locally in South Africa, wherever you're watching from in the globe. The next generation depends on your yes to stand up and lead. And you have what it takes. Don't underestimate your past. Don't disqualify yourself because you've had a rough ride up to this point. But trust God that He has a great, incredible plan for your life. And just say yes to lead. And I believe that we'll see some incredible leaders coming out of the wine presses in this next season.
Come on.
Amen.
You guys are amazing. Thank you. I always love catching up with the two of you on the wrap.
Thanks, Dubs. We like you too.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. Glad you do. Therefore, we're all getting along. Hey, it's been an amazing day in church, and I'm so grateful for you joining us. I hope you enjoyed that chat. Bianca Oltzoff. If you'd like any other information on the GLS, jump onto their website, gls.org. And you can access all their content. I know there's a cost attached to it, but it's well worth it. So jump on there, purchase the content, and don't keep it for yourself. Get your teams in a room, your families in a room. Let's all become better leaders in this next season. Let's all lead into 2022 nice and strong. And let's all climb out the wide press and do what God has called us to do. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you,
Have an
Dubsy.
amazing week.
And
we
happy
love you all.
Movember tomorrow.
Happy Movember.
And
Come
happy
on.
voting day.
Get the mows on. Have a great week. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.